Testing, testing. Hello, my name is Xanmoas, and today we're playing Final Fantasy XIV. As we last left off, let's just say the girl, oh crap, I forgot her name, Meteor or something like that? Metean? God, this is embarrassing. Anyways, yeah, she had a mental breakdown. And something happened in space. Well, a bunch of planets were dead. Officially dead. There was no people on it, but there was evidence that there were. And, yeah. Now it seems like her and her maker, crap. How do I keep forgetting names? Well, I know his official name was Amon, or for Daniel. Yeah, let's just go with Daniel. But Daniel and Etion just flew away after they transformed into some kind of monster. What do you got for me? Hermes is headed to Kritzis. Considering the expansive dimensions of the place, even we may have a difficult time locating his ether. All I can say is that he entered from the rooftop and likely arrived at the uppermost point in the facility. So do we pursue him? Of course we pursue him, no matter what Hermes might be thinking. Etienne is a potential threat that needs to be brought under our control. The Congregation's duty is safeguarding the stars. The star takes precedence over any personal stake in the matter. Net, Victoria? It's clear we stand on the precipice, but we have yet to determine beyond a shadow of a doubt that Medion's is the hand which tips us over the edge. Nevertheless, if we are to learn the truth of the final days, we must give chase. And even if neither Hermes nor Medion is ultimately responsible, we cannot leave them to suffer this torment alone. Agreed on all counts. To Kritzis Hyperborea, then we go. I don't have to run. Looks like something happened. What have we here? Excuse me, has something happened inside Kritzis? Mistress Ronald, I'm so glad that you're here. No one knows what prompted it, but the alarm was sounded and Kritzis put into a state of alert. Procedure dictated that we evacuate immediately, and we have yet to investigate further. This is Hermes doing, obviously. And what does this state of alert entail exactly? Real the dampening magic is draped over the entire facility, usually in response to escaped entities and the like. Kritzis scholars and the servers are unaffected, but everything and everyone else is weakened to a fraction of their usual capabilities. Then consider us forewarned. We do, however, have urgent business with Chief Hermes and must enter the premises regardless. Hermes, that was it. I keep thinking he was Hermes, but he's Hypoliphus or whatever his name is. That said, if Hermes is willing to enact such measures, I wonder what other obstacles he has seen fit to drop in our path. With that enfeebling spell in place, we'd not like to be at our fighting best. And I was hardly an effective combatant to begin with. I have little to offer beyond my ethereal vision. Then you will put that talent of yours to good use. You are very skilled at spotting weaknesses, if I recall. Very skilled. Now you've gone and raised everyone's expectations. You'll need only make the most of your strengths, and I will fill in the gaps as required. was once Esm, after all. It was my job to rise to the occasion, be that as defender, aggressor, or healer. I feel better about my lack of powers already. And you, Emet, can impress us with your arcane majesty. You lob potent spells as easily as breathing, but can also channel that power in a protective manner if you so choose, yes? Well, yes, should the situation call for it. Excellent. That should cover us on all fronts. Oh. The tale led us here, Victoria, so it's only right that you lead us now. No matter what lies ahead, we will win through to Hermes and Medion. And then we will face the future together. Ooh, it looks like I got some new trust members. Yep, new trust members. Seven. Era, DPS, and DPS. What would he be as a tank? One big place. Guess they did mention dimensions. Oh yes, and I also glamoured back to my usual outfit. I even got rid of the shield because I didn't like it.
Turn back, else I might be forced to.
It seems he is determined to protect Medion. I hope white bother this is gonna be. For those who don't know what I just did, I was voicing them. Normally you'll see the speech bubbles, but I was running two ahead.
I see you opening.
Have a taste.
I'm not entirely useless.
Ah, so he's an archer then. Well, archer or bard.
I see you opening.
Yeah, bard pretty much. Okay.
I see you opening.
Have a taste.
I got hit by that.
Have a taste.
Looks like the first boss is going to be in the snowy area. Of course you have stone skin. One of the oldest spells that are no longer available.
Out of my way.
Uh-oh.
Have a taste.
I'm not entirely useless.
Time for the first boss. Which looks like a crocodile with a sword. Oh dear, this fellow seems disappointed to let us pass. And we have no choice but to force our way. And there's some holes around it. That's gotta mean something.
Have a taste.
Watch it and seek.
Have at you.
Oh, of course. Is it seriously trying to hide from us? Shame about the telltale footprints. Or that... Oh, whatever. Too difficult to read and fight at the same time. Icicle. Which is stomp. Boss bite and seek. Uh-oh. You guys like the banter, don't ya?
I see you opening.
Oh yeah, you guys love the teleport. Well, I have to run. May you find peace in the ethereal sea. Come, we mustn't tarry. Right, that's one down. 2 more bosses to go.
I see you opening. I see you opening.
At least he has the courtesy to warn us.
Have a taste. Have a taste.
Oh well, I'm here. I may as well read these lore stuff.
Have at you.
Go back to the other room just in case. Did I miss one here? No. Okay. According to Mr. Liza, recreation is based on a concept for a bipedal wolf, and indeed, it is impressively man-like in its gait. It is also highly intelligent, as is evidenced by its ability to employ tools. While the gleam in its eyes gives the impression that it comprehends our words, if this proves to be the case, it would be a shame that its throat isn't designed for speech. I must make mention of this in the next report. So a wolf that can understand, huh? He may have his flaws, but you can't fault his magnetical prowess. Seriously, you want to discuss his candidacy now?
Be gone.
Have a taste.
I see you opening. I'm not entirely useless.
Right, now for the next boss. Which looks like a three-headed snake. Truly is no accounting for tastes. It's me. What manner of thinking is behind this? Inhale. Uh-oh. Had a feeling.
I'm not entirely useless.
Mine is the ether.
Hope this works.
Okay, very close.
Have at you.
Oh, great one now.
I see you opening.
Intimidation? Ah, it's an AoE.
Be gone.
And you're almost dead.
Have a taste.
Gotcha. That's because of Constitution, but it fails for intelligence. If its concept is submitted, I'll be certain to reject it. I bet the scientist who made that one is going to be pissed about your rejection. But enough about the future, we're in the past.
I cannot let you take Meteon. Not yet.
Yeah, Meteon, that was it. Yeah, let you take Meteon. Not... Oh, wait. We're taking Meteon whether you like it or not. Very foggy.
I see you. I see you opening.
See how much a paladin has become. What's my attack seem to heal now?
Out of my way.
I'm not entirely useless.
That's unsettling.
I must hear their answers before they're expunged from existence.
Enough is enough, Hermes. Stubbornness can be a virtue, but this is a little excessive. Alright, so I gotta take care of you guys. And then open the chest and read that book. This seems to be above the planet. Oh, two more.
Be gone.
Have a taste. Have at you.
The successful creation of the migratory bird, which travels between continents with the seasons, came as a breath of fresh air along the long-stagnant realm of flying lifeforms. In the end, it's a relatively simple thing to grant creatures the ability to navigate the social bodies. But this method lacked the precision needed to guide them to the same location each time, as would be vital to their survival. The breakthrough came in the form of magnetic fields, the use of which was discovered by the incumbent Daniel during his tenure as chief overseer of Iplis. A truly inspired idea that has brought lasting benefits to the star. Hey. So let me guess, the boss is a bird, or is it gonna be Daniel? Or Hermes, I should say.
So, it comes to this. I have no wish to fight, but this time, I cannot yield. Though the world may think me a mad, desperate fool, I will hold fast to my conviction.
Predict Beedion, he would go as far as to transform. So far, he makes himself a villain.
I will have the time and tranquility I require. Lust and gale, gather to me!
Yeah. Must have hit the wrong button by accident.
Unleash your power!
Uh-oh.
Dancing winds, pierce my foe! Stars on high, fall as rain!
Uh-oh. Oh, I guess I could dodge that one then, huh? Ah, crap, I did the wrong thing again.
Streams of ether, surge as one!
I see you opening.
Dancing winds, pierce my foe!
Have at you!
even when transformed. But I am not finished yet.
Who? Me? You can't be serious.
Let's do it. Good job, trust people.
No! My power!
You didn't stand a chance, Hermes. And before I talk to you, I'm gonna loot your lab. Ah, spear. Okay then.
It's over, Hermes. In the name of the Convocation, I hereby take Meteion into custody. And setting aside the matter of your nomination, you will come with us too. We require your knowledge to assess and resolve the situation.
Meteion, I am so sorry. Would that I could have listened to your report in full. Reflected upon its meaning and conveyed it to others. That they might reconsider their chosen course. But I have failed. And that wish will never be realized. However, ere our fates become the province of others, I bid you tell me just one thing. Was there happiness in those distant stars? Was there a reason for living?
We conducted our search as per your instructions. We scoured historical records, communed with the spirits of the deceased,
You did?
heard the final testaments of the dying, welcomed their shadowed hearts into our own. One race had striven to create a world bereft of animosity. They renounced relationships to avoid interpersonal strife, and in so doing brought about societal collapse. One race had renounced war and devoted itself to the enrichment of its people. They were conquered. Though they destroyed the enemy in reprisal, they could not regain their former glory. One race had concluded that finite time was the root of all woes. Aspiring to shatter its shackles, they went in search of infinity. They discovered nothing is infinite, and that neither time or death can be cheated. Disillusioned, they gave up on the future and themselves. One race had discarded all things that gave rise to sorrow, hoping to have only joy. They found joy lost its savor in the absence of sorrow, and lost their will to live. Though worlds apart, these peoples shared a belief. The belief that they had tried their best.
that they had tried to fulfill their potential with every step and success. In the course of which, they learned the truth. That they would never be free of fear and sorrow, anger and despair, of loneliness, so long as they yet lived.
Uh-oh.
Even now their souls cry out for oblivion. And to this song of anguish, I lend my voice. We lend our voice. Oh, beloved mankind, shimmering jewels of beautiful Atheris, rejoice, for we will free you from the cruel yoke of existence. There is no need to struggle in vain, for in nihility awaits salvation. You will know peace and serenity, and it will be beautiful.
Well done, you create a genocidal maniac.
We will make our nest at the edge of the universe. And there in the dark of dead worlds, hoard sorrow and suffering. There we will sing, our chorus ever louder and ever clearer, that our song may reach even this ether-shrouded star. Such is the answer we have found in the stars. Such is the gift we now offer to Atheris.
Who are you to decide our fate? To decree we live or die?
Don't you try it. Damn it.
Have you lost your mind? You heard what she said. She means to destroy us all, yet you'd still take her side?
In the name of the star, we have discarded those creations that we deemed flawed. If we ourselves are flawed, does it not stand to reason that we too should be discarded?
That is sophistry, and you know it!
Perhaps it is. Perhaps I am wrong. Who is to say that you are right? Let us settle this with a determination. In my authority as Chief Overseer of Elpis, I will make a judgment on man's fitness to exist. If he can learn to value all life and retain his will to live, even should his end be justified, he will surely find a way to avert his demise. If not, he will perish from the start. As with all determinations, provisions must be made to ensure fairness. Kairos, awaken!
What the?
Memory reconfiguration system Kairos activated. Awaiting instruction.
Command, universal memory alteration. Target area, Catesis Hyperborea. Starting point. Arrival of Emmett Selk of the Convocation at Propylion. Endpoint. The present. Erase the memories of all events and replace with a vague recollection of the following. I was here, preparing to demonstrate the functionality of Kairos to Emet-Selch and Hythlodaeus. Meteion's shared consciousness became unstable. She and her sisters could not sustain their existence, and all dissipated with a burst. The resultant shockwave accidentally triggered Kairos, which erased several days of memories from all present. Execute.
Command acknowledged. Initializing. 3 processes remaining to execution.
Bravo. I dare say one would be hard-pressed to make it fairer. Everything that you told us, everything that has happened, the fact we've even met, it will all be gone.
Where does that leave me?
Go, Meteion. To the edge of the universe, where none can reach you.
Hermes, won't you come with me? If you were to shed your flesh, I should be able to carry you.
I will remain. As a man, I will oppose the oblivion you bring.
Silly fool. Had you said yes, I would have granted you the gentlest end.
You're both maniacs.
This ends here!
Fly, Meteion!
That is far enough, Hermes!
Argos, to me!
First process complete. 2 remaining to execution of memory reconfiguration.
As if we needed more pressure. No matter what, you cannot forget what happened today. For it is the key to saving your future. Your world. This fight is our fight. What comes after, our problem to contend with, not yours. No. Your own struggle awaits, and no one else can take your place. You must flee this place with your memories intact, and I will see that you do. Now then, where is it? There you are, my little confluence.
Almost! Oh. Very well, then. You may elude us this day, but not forever.
Ah, tracking.
Meteion's gotten away.
Second process complete. 1 remaining to execution.
No time for brooding. Listen well. Beyond lies a spatial confluence that connects the interior sections of this building. I I will destroy the confluence and force open a way outside. When I do, you must jump through.
I cannot tell you how sorry I am. But neither can I let you escape!
Oh, crap.
Too brave by half. Exemplary work, as always, Emmett Selk.
What? But how? I thought the confluence was...
Over there? Yes. We were rather hoping we would.
It was never anywhere but where it is now. The instant those two began making their way towards nothing, 'twas clear the plan was a diversion.
I'm quite incapable of destroying a confluence, I must confess.
A gambit brazen beyond words. Though we've grown accustomed to reckless improvision due to the antics of an incorrigible associate. Though, in the case of certain present company, incorrigible is an understatement. Honestly, I'm beginning to suspect it's a requirement for every Azen. There's no time! Quickly! Even now, I do not believe your tale. I would not suffer us to walk such a wretched path. Still, if it must be said, do not squander it. The legacy I leave you.
Final process complete. Executing universal memory alteration.
Go, Argos!
Oh, managed to survive getting brainwashed. Who are you?
I'm fine. Just a little tired. Can it be true? Are we the only ones left who see beauty in the world? In life? Are the stars above no more than husks of fallen civilizations? And yet, I feel her. Though she is unimaginably distant, I feel Meteion's presence, and the place where to we must go. Ere she made good her escape, I placed an enchantment upon her, one which allows us to follow her trail. She has already left the outermost bounds of Aetheris, and continues on her way. Given the vastness of the universe, it will still be no easy feat to track her down. But thanks to Emmet Selk and his Ladeus, all is not lost. We remember. So long as we remember, our fates remain ours to shape. I'd like to know too. Let us ascertain the situation at Cutisis Hyperborea, where they should still be. Given the likely state of their memories, however, it would be imprudent for us to approach them directly. In which case... I am sorry, my friend. I've asked much of you this day. But may I trouble you one last time? Argos will investigate in our stead. We will share in his consciousness and see and hear as if we were with him. Now, close your eyes and open your mind.
Thank goodness you are unharmed.
Unharmed? There is a gaping hole in my memories. I can scarcely remember arriving here in Elpis.
Forgive me. I was preparing to demonstrate the functionality of Kairos to our guests. But Meteon, her shared consciousness became unstable. And she...
So, that's what prompted the state of alert. And when you went to investigate, you were caught in Kairos' accidental operation.
So it would seem. It's all a blur to me.
Such an unfortunate accident. Oh, and what of Venar and your other companion? You went inside together, as I recall.
We did?
If Venar was with us, I have no recollection of it. But that there is her familiar, is it not? The fellow seems happy enough, so I think it's safe to assume his mistress as well. I haven't the slightest notion who this other companion might be, however.
Ah, well, that individual struck me as a bit different, for want of a better word. Perhaps it wasn't actually a person, but some manner of creation.
Curious. I must ask Venar about it when next we meet.
Yes, you do that. Now, if we may tend to Hermes, whatever this Meteon did, it seems he bore the brunt of it. Once you are fit to travel, you will return with us to Amarot. We need to make certain there are no other ill effects. Also, I am here on business of the 14. We've already had the conversation, like as not, but since your toy wiped my memory, we'll have to have it again.
Yes, of course. As you see fit.
This Kairos, it manipulates memories through the emission of etheric waves, correct? There is a theory which holds that memories scoured by blasts of ether are restored when the soul is cleansed in the underworld. If true, then perhaps when our time comes to return to the star, we shall remember these few days we have lost.
That explains the shouting and magic.
I doubt aught of interest occurred. Look forward to the revelation if you like, but I should prefer to reminisce on more meaningful moments.
Let us rest, if only for a while. After all, you and I... oh, we still have a long, long way to go.
Are you feeling at all recovered? I understand that your exertions were more than purely physical. But resting one's body, if only for a moment, is never without merit. As for Hermes, I think it's unlikely he will create more intelligence. He poured much of himself into Minion, and now that she and her sisters are gone, dissipated in his mind, grief must be unbearable. He will blame himself, and he will believe that, had he never acknowledged his dissatisfaction with the world, then the meteor would have never been born to suffer and die. The offer to join the 14 will be a welcome distraction, and one day hence, he will face the event of the final day in the Wall of Daniel. We now enter... Yep. Dolia, listen to me. Our duty now is not to denounce Hermes for his misguided determination, or to convince Emmett Silk and Hippolytus that they have been deceived. No, we must instead ensure that the experiences Hermes sought to expunge are preserved. What remains in our memories alone will be our weapon against the final days. Let's fight this battle in your age, and I in mine. Come, let us work together once more. I will see you to the doors of Pytholonia. Okay then. Time in his age is drawing to an end. On speaking of an end, several cutscenes will play in sequence. Okay.
So, it is within. The portal that brought you hither, and will take you home. May you and yours emerge triumphant. Make use of the knowledge you have gained, that your days in Elpis and our friend's sacrifice be not in vain. With Meteion free to pursue her designs, 'tis only a matter of time until the final days are upon us. We must be ready. From fortifying our defenses to securing our escape, there is much to be done. In spite of this, we cannot allow the report that set this calamity in motion to become common knowledge. Were the masses to learn the fates of the other stars, I fear the situation would spiral out of our control. I must carefully consider who can be trusted and bring them into the fold. Ordinarily, I wouldn't hesitate to call upon the 14. However, it was the desire for a fair determination that drove Hermes to attempt to erase our memories. Were he made aware of his actions, there is no telling whether he would remain a friend or become a foe. Alternately, we might try to alienate him from the convocation. Yet in doing so, we would deprive ourselves of a brilliant mind who would be invaluable in the crises to come. Quite the dilemma. Which is why I must work independently of the convocation. Regardless of how we proceed, if we are to permanently avert the final days, we must be equal to Hermes' challenge. We must prove that mankind is worthy to exist. And this hinges, I think, on how we confront the all-consuming despair that accompanies a senseless and seemingly inevitable end. Bewildered and divided, we would perish like the peoples of those celestial ruins. We could not hope to survive the final days, much less take the battle to Meteon at her nest. We must find a way to defeat despair, to unite and prepare as many as possible for the struggle ahead. Heavy will weigh the burden of guiding this legion of souls. Yet I have faith in mankind's potential. As long as he believes in himself, there is naught he cannot achieve. So I will not give up on him. On us. You may find your world to be very different. Or perhaps the erasure of our friends' memories has sown the seeds of a conjunction between us. We cannot know until the moment is at hand. So shall I strive to do my best, taking naught for granted as I walk my path. And I pray you walk with me to the end. As you move forward, so too will I, as will all, resolved to fight for the morrow. And when mankind has found the strength to stand against despair, we shall silence the song of oblivion. She who sings it will learn our journey is far from over. This I promise.
Oh, Oblivion? You mean from the Bod story? Well, I know you mean Meteons, but...
Fare you well, my light of the future, till we meet again.
Now I'm going back.
From this day forth, I shall strive to bring honor to the seat of Vandani.
Who are you for, Daniel? You doomed everyone. Well, so much for going back to the Crystal Tower.
Even now, I remember standing there, locked in a moment where the sky is aflame. Where stars fall as tears, and screams darken the seas. Where resignation rots the trees. Where terror twists magics into abominations. Such is the lament of they who have gone before. The song of they who tried and failed to create a better world. The song of the end. That which hides at the edge of the universe is no longer hope's creation. It is hopelessness incarnate. That day, mankind saw half of its number sacrificed to bring forth Zodiark. And covering the star in a shroud of ether, we forestalled the final days. Yet the cries echoed still. We wept for innocence lost, wailed for death inevitable. A reality too terrible to bear. And for too many who sought comfort in gilded memories of joyful days and tranquil nights.
This is all wrong! Why must we suffer so?
It needn't be like this. No. There must be a way to restore things to the way they were. To reclaim the perfect paradise we once had.
No, my friends. Suffering exists, and we cannot pretend otherwise. No civilization, however great, could eliminate it. If we would live, we must accept it as our constant companion. Let us not seek to forget this tragedy. Let us carry it in our hearts, that we may grow stronger and know true happiness.
We can't accept it! We won't accept it! It will be ours again! A world free of sorrow!
No, it will not. For there has ever been sorrow. Mankind was but spared its biting sting for a time. So please, open your eyes. To try and reclaim those lives we lost by sacrificing yet more isn't wisdom. It is weakness. No paradise is without its shadows. If we cannot accept this truth and learn from our pain, then our plight shall be repeated.
O mighty Zodiac! God, born of our boundless faith, we bid you, hear our prayer. Accept this offering of lives, and deliver unto us the lives we once had. Deliver unto us the days of old, the days when the star was a font of love, and we knew naught but bliss.
You would destroy it? Our beautiful world?
Lands that stretched on forever. Skies one could drown in. The heartbeat of nature, silent yet strong. And amidst it all, a people. Beacons of light and life. Laughter that warmed my heart like naught else before. They are my meaning and my purpose. My love. In spite of, or perhaps because of this, I choose to believe in mankind's potential, in his ability to find a way forward. So let there be no way back. From that temptation, I sunder us. No more shall man have wings to bear him to paradise. Henceforth, he shall walk. All is excruciating pain. I breathe fire and torment. I birth a world of suffering to mire and plague.
He's transforming.
In one fleeting moment, lives come and go, ever moving towards the unknown. And in that fleeting moment, they cry for the answer to the question. Why, given life, Are they meant to suffer? To die? As fragmented, imperfect beings, yours is a never-ending quest. A quest to find your purpose, knowing your end is assured. To find the strength to continue when all strength has left you. To find joy, even as darkness descends. And amidst deepest despair, light everlasting.
Not sure what to make of that one. It's like she went for the same thing we did.
A conjunction has begun to form, an intertwining of your time and mine. When you truly understand what is at stake, and your journey has prepared you to surmount the insurmountable, then shall I honor the promise made in another time, another age.
I'll go back to Old Sharia. That was a long ride. Learned a lot of things about the past. But all I can really tell is that the world is boned unless we deal with Meteor. Meteon. Damn it, I keep screwing up the name. I think I heard another name similar to it in a show or something. A knack for turning up exactly when needed, and this is no exception. Oh yeah, impeccable timing as always. I heard you were off in the first as part of our efforts to investigate the final days. Well, as it so happens to be the case, while you were away, we had some few developments, which we can discuss in just a moment. For now, however, I cannot tell you how wonderful it is to have you back. So, have you learned aught more of the final days? Then the journey was well worth the risk. No doubt your newfound knowledge will be a great boon to us all. Unfortunately, during your time at the first, events here have taken a turn for the worse. The Scions are running themselves ragged trying to contain the spread of blasphemies, but it's a losing battle. Trying to discern the where and why of it. I would say an Alpha Node have been traveling all over. Of all the regions they visit, Locus and Melnus was one of the worst affected. Tancred, Estine, and Gra took a detachment of allied soldiers to where there to offer aid and succor to those in need. But the province is vast. They only managed to visit a handful of coastal villages. It was an accomplishment worth celebrating still, but A drop in the bucket at best. In the meantime, the store and Master Matoya have been making a concerted effort to establish contact with Hydron in the Ethereal Sea, but to no avail. As for Tatu and I, we've been keeping a close eye on the form. From what we gather, they've been constructing a vessel to ferry people to the moon. An ambitious project that has likely been years, if not decades, in the making. However, since there's no sign of it thus far, I suspect it's still incomplete. You'll also recall the proposal issued by Master Warshant to the people of Razahan. Following the decision, Petra declared his support for the plan and urged those who wished to evacuate to accept the form's invitation. So far, so good, but that's where things get a little strange. Apparently, the form caught wind of a lunar teleporter in the Tower of Babel and decided to use it to deliver people to the moon instead of the mysterious ship. Therefore, to secure safe passage to the Hannes refugees to the tower, unknown Alisei, Estinian, and Graha traveled to Galmo not long ago. Trouble is, the capital was hardly the safest place to begin with, and now the final days has come to Galmold. Shortly after our friends arrived, they were sent to rendezvous with Master Forshant. Then panic broke out and our communications were severed. From what fragments we were able to make out before the Lichel was completely silent, we can only assume the phenomenon has spread to the capital. The others need you, Victoria. Please, you must help them. Having you there will make all the difference, I'm sure of it. Camp Broken Glass was the first port of call, so you better start there. Hopefully Sierra will know where they are. There's no telling what you'd be walking into, so you had best take every possible precaution. Camp Broken Glass, huh? Back to Galmold. Oh, it's an instance too. Victoria, not a moment too soon. The skies over Galmold are in a blaze, but it's events on the ground that concern me. As you may have heard, your fellow scions arrived ahead of you. We got the customary greetings short after we received word from our troops on the Magna Gracies that the Form's airship has landed. It was there that the heavens began to burn. I dispatched your friends at once to ensure the refugees come to no harm. I would have you join them immediately. Additional support is en route, but we will discuss them later. I trust you are ready to spot. Okay, proceed. Oh yeah, on the Magna Gracies. Oh, they got really screwed there.
No. 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 We were promised an escape. Not the same you who fled.
Really should have armed you guys.
I shall not meet my final days here in this blasted waste. Calm yourselves. Your panic is our greatest enemy.
Don't stand and lecture.
Come, we must build a line of defense. How?
Leave the fighting to us, Father. You must lead the people to safety.
I can handle this pair. You?
Shall tend to the refugees. Let us be about it.
It's like a roleplay.
As you wish, my little lord.
Wouldn't that be nice if Alvinord had a dragon bodyguard? After all this.
I'll command the beast's attention. See to the wounded.
Help is at hand.
Leave it to me.
Oh no. Being overwhelmed by fear, ultimately, do what you can. I will provide what succor I can.
Those who can stand, come with me.
Everyone's turning. All is lost.
You're safe now. Easy now. Deep breaths.
Worry not for the refugees, but for yourself, boy.
I don't like the look of that. Stay sharp. You take the lead. I'll provide support. Oh. So it's weird to have the heal buttons up front. We used to it being the other way around. Obviously, only hope when you found abilities are enough. God damn. I was trying to get the hang of those things. Oh, that was close.
Help! Someone, please!
What?
That's one giant iron ball.
Don't. I don't want to die.
Forward! Let not a single fiend escape!
Look at that, the Empire is finally helping.
Wait, that's... Euless and the army. So, you've recovered then?
In time enough to be of aid, for once. We can speak of it more later. For now, we must fight! To repay your salvation in kind, or with better! For Garlemald has her pride!
Of that I've no doubt.
Good gods. Of all possible saviors, the Imperial Army. Oh!
Elsa and Gra.
I had hoped to take all of them down at once.
Think a withdrawal might be in order?
Oh, sod that. You know who would never abandon these people to their fate. To be devoured by their former friends. That'd be beyond cruel. These beasts must fall here and now.
Well then, I'd say it's high time we threw caution to the winds.
So long as you spare me the heroic sacrifices. Now, let's go!
Looks like I'm playing Elsa now. Let's see, skills. Golden, Yokure. Well, that's too many already. Gra, with me. Guess I don't have a red mage meter. There's no way to break the chain of transformations. Yeah, he goes a big guy. I'll say, this one's not like the rest.
I'm fine.
Base calls down a rain of meteors.
Not today.
See, if I care, I won't back down. How's our chance?
I'm not done yet.
None to worry about. The air crackles with energy. Find cover!
As they say, turnabout's fair play. On guard.
That was cool.
There's not the barest trace of ether. Maybe there really is no way to bring them back. Thank you for saving our lives once again. I remember you, from Purusha. You helped us there too, didn't you?
Ah, you're from Palakar's stand. I'm glad you're still in one piece. Or you will be, once I see to that injury of yours.
Look out!
Oh, that was fast.
Get out of here! Quickly! I won't lose them! Not a one! This will be a brighter future! I won't let a madman's apocalypse ruin everything we've fought to achieve!
Get it together, Alize. You're embarrassing yourself. And in front of father, no less. You might never measure up to our champion. But we ask too much of her as it is. You mustn't let our sword in the darkness fight alone.
Guess who's here?
can look after myself, you know.
Everything's in order, I trust?
I've had enough of this rabble! Come on!
Damn right I will.
Oh, a trio for the ages. Just the beginning.
I had a feeling I'd find you here. This should be the last of the worst troublemakers. With me!
Lewis will see to the refugees to safety. We must keep the beast at bay. Oh, what's going on?
I'm in your debt.
Now, where were we?
Like that giant eyeball.
You must board without delay. The ship will depart ere long.
Your offer to host us in Sharlayan is most appreciated. But will the final days not soon fall upon it as well?
Your hesitation is not unwarranted. The satrap entrusted me with your lives, yet I have failed your comrades. Nor are you wrong to fear that this corruption will continue to spread. I cannot promise you complete safety, even in my homeland. What I can promise is that I will do all in my power to protect you. That power is not inconsiderable. Even now, my countrymen are preparing the vessel that will deliver us to a sanctuary on the moon. Join us on our journey there, and beyond, to new horizons. Come to old Sharlayan. Please.
We would be fools to refuse such a generous offer made in earnest.
It seems they've a new destination.
The people of Radzat-Han have known too much suffering. The march to Garlemald will only bring them more, short though it may be.
I quite agree. Fortunately, they have you to look after them.
Yes. Well.
Behind you! Just there!
One rogue.
More of them.
Xenos. Uh-oh.
Xenos! Here!
You'll be all right. Hurry to the airship.
Why have you come?
A heretofore unseen beast. 'Twas ripe for the slaying. Poor sport, alas. Unfit to temper my blade.
Oh, for the love of... You cannot still be on about a rematch.
That is, and has ever been, my sole concern. You, on the other hand, are fixated on a different quarry.
And that pisses him off.
Your passion pales before mine. Yet neither hate nor despair seems sufficient to recapture your misdirected bloodlust. So, I hone my blade, and I wait.
That's it. That's all you care about. Garlemald is in ruins. Our homeland, the nation you rule, is as good as gone. Along with so many of its people. Not just soldiers like us. Not only those who fought and killed for power and duty. Innocent civilians. Murdered by their own flesh and blood. Lost and confused as they breathed their last. while we who survived with our lives and minds intact were left to freeze to death. The Eorzeans tell me all this was your doing. You slaughtered your countrymen. You did! For what?
For nothing, in the end. So much wasted effort.
You bastard!
Don't try it.
For your own sake, Eulus, you must control your anger. It will serve no one should it consume you and see you transformed.
Would you be happier had I a good reason?
What?
If my motives met with your approval, would you no longer resent the outcome? If so, then perhaps a beast's skin would suit you better. Duty, honor, morality. All constructs of convenience when put to proof. Surely the war taught you how easily power becomes the tool of the self-righteous. How the people's justice was merely a means to their ends? Yet you would ask me why. Ask any creature of this star and those above for answers, and they will tell you what suits their fancy. And they would be right to do so. What meaning there is to be found in the petty vicissitudes of your existence must be gleaned by you, and you alone. Should you seek it in battle in the fruitless pursuit of my demise, then come. Assume your rightful place as a notch on my blade.
Don't do it. He'll murder you.
You are a blight on the Garlean race, and there would be no more satisfying way to expunge it than by beating you to death. But I will not be party to another tragedy. I refuse to lose anyone else because of you. So go. Go! And may we never suffer your madness again!
Xenos! Perhaps you found meaning in living this way. I cannot deny you found strength. Yet if you only pursue your hedonistic pleasures and pay no heed...
Oh my god. Well, that was random as hell.
Xenos! Perhaps you found meaning in living this way. I cannot deny you found strength. Yet if you only pursue your hedonistic pleasures and pay no heed to the plight of others, then no one will give you the time of day. You will never get what you want. Not even the battle you pine for so dearly. You'll be alone for an eternity, and you'll deserve every agonizing second of it.
Ooh.
We're ready to depart. The refugee ships will be leaving shortly, but I've asked mine to remain for the time being. There's room enough for you to join me on it, if you wish. Do contain your surprise. I needn't agree with the Scion's methods or intentions to acknowledge that their deeds are deserving of gratitude.
We appreciate the offer. But might I ask why you are delaying your departure? I presume it is not solely for our benefit.
I must visit Garlemald ere we return to Sharlayan. Having caused such an uproar, it is only meet that I explain myself to the Ilsabard contingent.
Allow us to accompany you then. We should be glad to facilitate, given our familiarity with all concerned. If you would like to join as well, Eulus, we can speak of recent events on the way.
He'll be after your seat on the forum next.
He's, standing there, so uncaring and unrepentant. Gods, I don't know what came over me. I just blurted out the first thing that came to mind, and looking back on it, I stand by those words. I would say I hope they don't incite him to further felony, but to be honest, I doubt he even remembers what I said. Anyway, enough about all of that. It's good to see you again. Alright. Check out the new sword. A chainsword, nice. But I'm gonna have to wrap it up here, because I don't want to risk another disconnection. Hope you guys enjoyed, and until next time, folks, see ya.